sign of age at this property. I just dug a 1964 and 1965 penny in the same hole. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be some old finds popping up here. We're going to keep looking. I think I'm onto my first very old find. I'm on the side of the house now. Beautiful place. The Historical Society estimated that this was built around 1880. And down in the hole, I just got a blasting 81. It looks like it's going to be some sort of brass button. Looks like the front smashed. I know that's old though. Let me clean it up, see if we can make anything out on it. So it turns out to be a big old Great Seal button. And I'm pretty sure this one's World War I, but I'm not positive. That's a nice big coat button. Sweet. Let's keep searching. Dang it, it's not 2-ply this time. There's a pine tree in the front yard. Just picked up my first wheat penny from this property. And I can't see the date yet, but looks to be one of the newer ones, probably 40s or 50s. We're on to some goodies. Now let's get some silver and some old relics. Okay, looks like I'm finally getting through the modern coins and down to the deeper ones. I just pulled a 1943 war nickel that rang up really high. It was about 6 inches down. It even rang up as high as 80 sometimes. So I just found that, and my next diggable target rang up between 89 and 91. This is powdery ground, so everything's deep. It was about 6 inches down. I see the edge of something here that looks silver, and it's kind of weird. It looks bigger than a dime, but smaller than a quarter, so I have no idea what it is. Pull it out. It's oh, maybe this is a silver one. This is, I can tell from the design on the front. Oh, you can see the date from 1944. This is from the Philippines. Well, I wasn't expecting that. This must be one of the silver varieties. Oh man, let me get this cleaned up. This is so cool. I'm on the other side of the property because there's a lot happening on the street corner. So I figured I'd show it over here. I cleaned it off a little bit and I check it out. This is one of the silver ones for sure. I'll have to look later, but I believe these are 50% silver, which is why it has a little bit of a dull look to it. It's not 100%, I mean not 90%. But you can see on there, this one is 20 centavos. And it's the, you know, like the 5 centavos and the lower denomination ones that aren't silver. They're like, they're thicker, but the circumference isn't as quite as large. So that is sweet find. I found a 50 centavos just a couple years ago that's like, you know, a little bit bigger than a quarter. So I'm not sure. That I guess 20 might be the next one down from that. But to find this where I'm at, it's a very special find. All right, let's keep at it. Just got a nice oldie here. 1928 wheat cent in good shape. Either this or that button is the oldest find of the day so far. All the old targets are very deep here. I got a deep 86 signal that I thought might be a silver coin, but I think it might even be something better. This is a really old relic, whatever it is. Like some sort of tag. Can't tell, almost looks like a, no, it's not a baseball player. It's somebody walking or carrying something over their shoulder. 50th anniversary, 1912 to 1962. Ooh, what is this? I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna get it cleaned up in a bit here. Oh, that's looking good. Really heavy. It's gotta be copper. Hey guys, I'm flipping out. I got a deep signal here about 8 inches down. It was faint, but it came in like around 90 when it hit. It's a silver quarter here, and I think it's a barber. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Look at that. 1898. Look at the detail. Oh my goodness, I'm flipping out right now. I just don't want to be too loud. Oh my gosh. This is unbelievable. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, it's been so long since I found a big barber coin. Oh, sweet. Okay, I'm gonna get this cleaned off a little bit. We're gonna take a better look. I got some other stuff to show too. Oh man. So I just got some spit on the coin just to get some of the loose dirt off. This is an absolutely beautiful coin. There's no mint mark. It's an 1898 Philly. And you can still see the letters of Liberty on the headband. A little bit faint, so this is not quite, almost a VF coin. Just beautiful. And I knew it was a good signal. I worked around it slow so I didn't scratch it. There's like next to no blemishes on this coin. I'm so happy with that. So I'm gonna bag it and we're gonna keep searching for them deep ones. This little advertising anniversary thing is really cool. You can see right there it says Hercules Power Company. And I reckon that's Hercules on there. 50th anniversary, 1912 to 1952. That looks like an old scratch there. I didn't do that with a shovel. Well, that's sweet. You know, just on the ground here, just found a little bird's nest. Little tiny little one. Alright, so the scoop is, you see all these rocks piled up here. This house was basically built right on top of an old creek bed that ran through here. And that's kind of why the button I found was smashed. This has all been dug up. You can tell that that had been through a lot. And when they dug up the septic tank, they took all those old rocks from the creek and just piled them up and made a barrier on the front of the property. So this is a really interesting place. And there's definitely old stuff down there from the house. And we're going to keep looking around. The only thing I found on this side was that button. All the better old coins and things have been on the other side of the property, kind of like in the front yard area where it hasn't been manipulated as much. So let's move on. In this little patch here, I found a bunch of quarters from the 70s, and let's see if I can get the camera on the hole to block the wind noise. And now I just popped out a drummer boy quarter. A lot of coins in this yard from the 70s and up, but a lot of quarters, so hey, I'll dig the quarters all day. There's old stuff down underneath this change from the 70s too. I think we're gonna be in for a surprise, guys. I just found this watch, and the homeowner of the property thought she lost this while she was trimming hedges, but I found it over closer to the front steps of the house, and it's the same brand. She said it was an Elgin. So we might be doing a watch return here. I'm pretty sure this is hers. I'm gonna give it to her. I believe this was a gift from her husband who passed some time ago. So I'm gonna go take it over to her and see if this is hers. I'm hoping this is the one. Oh gosh, guys, you can't believe how happy I am right now. Oh, there's neighbors in the backyard. I'm really freaking out right now. I got a slam and signal right here, way down, right around 90. I pulled this huge nail out of the hole. You're not gonna believe what I see right here. I found a Morgan dollar. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Oh. I'm shaking so bad right now. What's the date? Oh, it's old. Oh my gosh, I think it's 1888. Oh man, I'm really flipping out right now. It was right next to this big nail. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Look at the condition. Let's check the hole again. I think there's more iron in there, but I'll check it again. Guys, I'm a happy camper right now. I'm gonna look back here a lot better now. I'm back here weeding through all the building materials, the nails and the scrap. I got the Morgan right over here, and I had a deep bouncy signal, went between like 82 and 86, and I got about 6 inches down, and it looks like I have a mercury dime in the hole now. It's 1916. First year of the Mercs. Oh, I doubt it's gonna have a D on the back, because it'd be worth about $1,000, but it looks like it's plain. Awesome though. Nice little mercury dime. I just checked my little pile after I'd pulled out the dime. I looked in my pile, and with that 1916 Merc was a little, looks like a little 22 shell casing. Cool little hole there. So here's the scoop. This is the back of the house that I'm hunting. And right after I returned that watch to the lady that lives here, it was her watch. I know she had put the dogs inside. We just had lunch. She invited me in the house, and we were in there talking and eating for about an hour. And then once I gave her a watch back and knew the dogs were inside, I asked her if I could check out around the back, which there isn't much over there. And it's obviously been landscaped a lot over the years. And she said I could go ahead and look back here, but you know, I knew there'd been a lot of fill dirt in through here too. She told me she had some work done. I hit that Morgan right in the middle just scouting this. I didn't find any old coins before that one. And then I found the Merc up against the other side of the fence here. It's that slope in the front, right about where I found that World War II button. And I've just been searching around back here now and seeing what I can find. And I locked onto a good signal here, and I want to show it live just in case it's something good, because it's showing depth and very conductive. Very concentrated too, definitely in the silver coin range. So let's try it out. Mark it, and let's give this a shot. Still down there a little ways. These things really hurt the knees. Ouchie. I would have brought my foot shovel, but I had to walk to this property. I was parked somewhere else. Thought I saw something under there. Oh man, it's silver, guys. Let me get the glove off. Oh, it looked quarter size too. Let's get down in on it here. Let me get a good shot of this. Get some of this grass out of the way. Let's see if I can get a shot of this down there. I'm gonna find it with my finger. Right there. Look at that silver edge. Oh, what is it? It's a Washington quarter. Hey, we'll take it. 1944. Beautiful. This is a dream permission for me. Place that's never been detected. And in the history, I keep learning more about this as I stay here longer. It's just blowing my mind. So let's keep looking. But isn't that funny? That one's kind of split open when I pushed it out of the hole. I thought that was a suspender buckle. Come on now, doesn't that look like a suspender buckle the way that is? I totally just ran my pinpointer over it and realized it was a nut. But anyway, got a nice coin tone and I'm about down on it, so we'll finish it live. Sounds like a penny. Could just be a modern one, but could be anything being in here. Should have it. Right about down on it. Should be right here. Well, just a old aluminum bottle cap. Is that Pepsi? No, that's something else. I just had a deep thunky signal in an area where they had, you know, some work done. Obviously you can see some fine gravel and stuff in here, but look at this lock I just found. That's gotta be 1800s there, maybe late 1800s. It's missing the back. I'm gonna check the hole again, see if it's in there. It's still got the latch to the top of it, so maybe the rest of it's nearby. I haven't checked the hole yet with the pinpointer. Let's see if it's in there. Well, I think it's just mineralization that the pinpointer's picking up, or maybe small nail bits. I don't think the rest of it's in there, but I'm definitely going to check it again with the detector. I really like that one. I'm wishing it was complete, but the other half might be nearby somewhere, so I'm going to really comb this area good. Just about 2 yards up that way is where I got that silver quarter. Brief intermission is brought to you by Yoo-hoo! The deeper signals are popping out now the more stuff I clear out of this yard. I had dug a plug here earlier today. I have no idea what I found right there. But I had a deep 77 signal about 6 inches down underneath it, and I don't know if this is a coin or a token. I'm not actually familiar with it. I gotta clean it up a little bit more. It's a little bit beat up, but man, it definitely looks old. It's about the size of a quarter. Looks like it's smashed a little bit. Man, this could be something really good. Really don't know what it is. I'll clean it up and let you know. I'm back here on the side of the house, and I wanted to show you guys something. This outbuilding back here is not actually original to this house. You can see right the seams there where they built on the little right wing and the left wing right there. And apparently there used to be a lady that lived across the street that was about 90 years old, and naturally the ice cream truck's gonna bomb my video. But apparently this building used to be a little post office that was somewhere else, and then once it was moved here, it was actually used as a doctor's office. So this property has a lot of history, and supposedly people stopped by before that have had different ties to the house. And in the early 1900s, she was told that the people that lived here had 14 kids. So, man, there was so much activity here. And even at one point in time, there's a little gas station here right now, and there's like a little store right there, and apparently the people that used to operate that used to live here for a while too. So there were so many different people and families in and out of this house. This isn't one of those properties where it was just passed on generation to generation. There have been many different families from different backgrounds that have lived in here over the years. So it's definitely a unique place to hunt, and there is no shortage of things in the ground. So let's keep digging. I just dug this pull tab up here, but look at this beautiful piece of pottery I just found. That's an old one. That's gotta be 1800s right there. I like that piece. Nice little floral design on it. I'm gonna keep that one. Maybe fish around here. Maybe there's a little bit of a dump over in this section. Alright, so I'm gonna tell you guys how I got this permission. I mapped out this old skull that you're looking at right now that's out in an extremely rural area. It took me, like 15 to 20 minutes of really windy, slow-going back country roads to get here off of the interstate, and to boot, I'm several hours away from home. So I mapped this place out just to check it out, knowing that most likely places like this have been detected before. Not sure the case here, but there's not much here, and it seems like they've done a lot of excavation work. I only found a little bit of cloud while I was hunting it. I'm on Route 21, and they're doing their 100-mile yard sale thing, basically, so there's just tons of traffic on this road today. So I decided I would stop while I was here at the school, because there's some old homes around this little town that I'm in, and that's the house I hunted back in the corner right there. And I decided that I was just going to walk over there, look at some antiques and chat with some people, and maybe even do some picking, pick up some, bargain antiques, and, chat with a few of them, and, drop the question on a couple of them, if they'll let me hunt their property. And that, the house I just hunted was the one I wanted to start at, because it, obviously amazing old property, right in the corner of the little town area here. And it ended up, making a good friend out of it. I went in her house for lunch. She showed me around, and I was really happy that I was able to find her watch. So, you just got to go out there and be relatable to people. I started a conversation with her about some antiques, different things like that, and talked to her a little bit first. And she actually gave me a gift on the way out, because I was talking to her about this piece that I was interested in. It's just, some type of old jug, and see it has a patent date on it of October, of which I assume would be 1882. That's what I'm assuming on that. I'm not sure what all the markings mean, but it was, you can tell somebody had painted over it. And I was talking to her about the antiques, and she's like, "Oh, are you one of those, like antique roadshow people?" I was like, "Yeah, I know bits from, collecting coins and various things and metal detecting over the years." And I explained to her, with the patent, if it was indeed from patented in '82, that most likely something like this, this design probably wouldn't have been in production too long. So I told her that, it was probably around, the turn of the century. And after I'd spent, 4 hours, on her property, looking around and returning her watch and, chatting with her about different stuff, on the way out, she said she wanted to give it to me as a gift. So that was very nice of her. So just to show you guys, getting permissions, you just got to be real with people. There's really nice people and there's really mean people out there, and you're gonna come up against all kinds. And when you hit the mean people, sometimes it can get you down, and you don't feel like doing it, but just in the long run, don't let it get to you. Not every day goes as planned, and just get out there. When I hunt anymore, I just get out and enjoy the day. If I don't find anything, so be it. If I wouldn't have got that permission, I probably would have started there and walked probably 2 miles on foot, down this stretch, looking at different antiques and seeing what I could find. So today, my perseverance put me on a Morgan dollar, and I couldn't be more happy. You ready for this? Check out this giant pencil I just found. Oh! There's some fierce competition going on here. We got the Withville office supply with the giant pencil, and you go across the street and it's the paperclip office supplies. Ooh, it's on. Now we have the paint store with none other than a giant bucket of paint. I'm thinking what they should do is they should fill that with like water balloons, and then as people walk by they can pull a string from inside the store and soak everybody. I'm in for that one. Okay, so I'm in the hotel now. Half decent place. I just got a cheaper hotel this time, but made sure I did a little more homework, trying to plan ahead more. Hey, so I'm in here watching American Pickers, and that's probably what I'm going to do tomorrow. It's really dry here, and I wore myself out today digging for like 5 hours, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm probably going to try to get one permission, and then I'm starting heading home. Some of the interesting stuff I just wanted to show real quick. I didn't show this when I dug it. Big lump of iron, but it's like some kind of gear or something. I'm not sure if that was an old piece of farm equipment or something. I found this. Not 100% sure what it is. I thought at first it looks like the kind of the end of an old stethoscope, which might go with the doctor's office story, but at the same time, I think old mirrors for cars actually have pieces that look like this as well. So I'm not sure on that. If you know for sure what this is, comment, let me know. Just, everything that I've already showed. There was a ton of clad in that yard that I had to fight through. But hey, I like quarters. And actually, I'll have to get them out of there. 2 of those quarters are Drummer Boy quarters. The 1976 one, so that's pretty cool. This I didn't show, which I was really happy to pick up. It's my first ever chauffeur tag. Or it's like more like a pin, this one, the chauffeur's license. So it's 1936, and it expires in 1939. It says right there in June 30th. So I got to give that a little bit more of a cleaning. That was a sweet find. This has me cracking up now, because I thought it said Power Company. It's actually Powder Company. I vaguely remember hearing that before, but can't really remember what Hercules Powder Company is. So that was interesting anyway. That old lock cleaned up, and just a little bit of everything. That's like some kind of old suspender buckle. So yeah, it was a great day hunting. And just, wow, what a variety of silver there. It just blew me away. I just can't stop looking at that Morgan. So I'm going to get rested up, get ready to do some filming, picking, maybe some detecting and exploring tomorrow. I got some ideas for some sightseeing too, so I'm going to watch American Pickers for a little bit, and then I'm going to crash. About 9 o'clock in the morning now, I'm out of the hotel. Before I start stopping at some of the yard sales and doing some of the sightseeing, I'm going to try metal detecting around this public brick school. And I believe it was built in 1953, but don't remember if that's the school or not. But I think this is the one. So I'm going to look around the front, the grass in the front, and hopefully we can come up with something. Probably will door knock today to try to get one permission, but it's early on a Sunday morning, so I'm going to wait till at least 11 o'clock to knock on some doors. But I just got out of my car, and Penny, we are headed in the right direction. Let's get the detector out. Right along the path right up to the main part of the school, you can see another detector was here. Plug, plug, little plug, another plug. Did decent putting them down in. They're not perfect, but hey, they're not bad either. So yeah, I figured this place was detected, but in the past, but more recent than not too. These are probably from over the summer. I mean, within probably the last 2 months anyway. Alrighty. I'll give it another look. I'm already finding some clad coins, and a couple dimes and a couple nickels. Let's keep at it. I just got a new perspective on this school quick. I started hunting close to the curb, out where a lot of people don't hunt, closer to the edges. Had a nice 83, 84 signal, but it had some depth on it. I thought it was just going to be a clad dime. Looks like I got a silver down here. So it's pretty dry, but man, if we get some rain, the school's going to be worth coming back to hunt. If I found this in here. It's hard to find silver on public property around, more urban schools anyway. It's a Rosie. In 1946. So that's sweet. Let's look some more. Still working the edge of the curb. Had a nice 86 signal. I figured we'd do it semi-live just in case it's something good. The ground's dry, so the tones can be funky, but this could be a silver coin. Has the right sound to it anyway. Pretty shallow. That doesn't mean anything though. Just some kind of piece of aluminum something. Gave off a cracking signal. So I'm in behind the skull now, just checking all around in here. Staying off the sports field because I don't know if that's permissible, and they have some sprinklers going, so we're not, out of respect, we're not going to go onto the field, especially since it's kind of dry and it could kill the grass. It's like the only place it's not really dead, so we're going to avoid the field. I'm just searching around these pine trees and hoping there's some old coins up here, and I just wanted to show you this embankment, how there's some really old glass in here. That is an old Coke bottle, one of the old 1 pint ones. You can still see some of that on there. Yeah, that's an old one, like 1940s or 50s or something, around in there. So that's a good sign, seeing these old bottles just sticking right out of the hillside. So I'll look in here and maybe we'll pop out some old coins or some jewelry. Oh yeah, it's time to climb to the top. I just wanted to show you guys this little country store high up in the Appalachian Mountains. Got a nice old truck up here. But anyway, this little country store has been here since I think 1947. And you can see the base of the tower, all this old brick. Unfortunately, all the coins the tourists would have dropped are buried under asphalt now, but it's a really cool place. And we're getting ready to go up the tower. All right, I got the GoPro strapped on. Let's do this. Alrighty, let's fill out the satisfaction card. Overall satisfaction of stay. Well, let's do that last. Let's look at the questions first. Friendliness of staff comments. Well, I only made contact with the guy at the front desk. He was the same guy that was there yesterday evening. He didn't speak English very well, but he was nice, so we're going to give him a 5. Cleanliness of the room. I like how they tried to modernize the decor, gave it a nice touch, even in a dated hotel, and you can tell they do keep them fairly clean on a day-to-day basis. Loving the sink. This fancy towel rack is definitely a nice touch. Digging that. Now visit the AC unit, where there are plenty of dead stink bugs and other things that have been down there for ages. I've been in better, but I've also been in worse. We're going to put this right at 3. Everything working properly. Not sure what the deal with the AC unit is, if it's off of a vibration or some sort of electrical current, can't figure it out. I don't think it's vibration, but when I have the AC unit on, this wall right about here rattles, and I have to press on it to stop, so I could not sleep with the AC on. Something fishy going on here. Tell you what, the water pressure for the shower was awesome. The water pressure gets a thumbs up from me. I had a nice relaxing shower this morning. And fridge worked, everything worked. Okay, no problems with stuff not working. Magic Chef mini fridge works great. Used to have one myself, except it's really loud, so I didn't plug it at night. So, except the toilet does not flush really good. The toilet's fine unless you have to take a really large dump. Then I think it would struggle. Yeah, not so good on that. And the light in the bathroom's kind of old and takes a while to turn on and isn't working the greatest. So we'll give it 4 out of 5 on that. Cleanliness and overall appearance of the property. Going outside my room, you can see the water damage right there coming from the gutters, which are corroded through, and oh yippee, it's right by the electrical. And zooming in, we have our amazingly overwhelming landscaping that's just about blown me away. Not so good looking on the outside. And the room's dated, could use definitely a little more work. So we're gonna go 2 on that one. Not very good. Would you stay at this property again? Man, that's a tricky question. It's based on the circumstances. Do I have a choice? Do I not have a choice? What are my other options? I would try a different one. Now, oh yeah, the pillows here were awful. The bed was fairly nice for a budget hotel, but the pillows are awful. They've got all kinds of mounds and bumps, and they're overstuffed, and yeah, that was rough. If I ever stayed here again, I would definitely have to bring my own pillow. We're gonna go no, I would not stay here again. I would try somewhere else. Okay, so overall satisfaction, I mean, it was average. We're right in the middle, 3, so there you go. After heading back down the mountain, I found a garage sale at this remodeled yet old-looking house. Unfortunately, they were not selling any antiques, but after buying a few underpriced knickknacks, I mentioned that I was a history buff and started chatting, then dropped the question, asking if they would mind if I checked out the front yard with my metal detector. The answer was yes. It was time to whip out the detector and start searching this 1924 home. I could tell the yard had a lot of excavation work done over the years from the updates, but still managed to find a few old coins, including a 1929 Buffalo nickel and 3 old wheat pennies from 1918, 1930, and 1937. After that, it was time to start heading home. I just got a blast in 56 signal, about 3 inches down, and I just pulled out a old suspender buckle. Been finding a lot of these lately. That's a nice oldie there. Check out this spider web. Oh, that's a crazy one. Oh, he's in there. Ooh, I ain't getting anywhere near that. Ooh. Right where this rotted out tree stump is, all the roots and everything are dead. I went down about 2 inches in the sandy soil around the stump and I just pulled a buffalo nickel. This site has been heavily detected before. There's just mostly just some faint low conductors left, like bits of foil and things like that. So we'll see if we can find some more. Put in about 40 minutes. Surprise, surprise. Even though the date is worn off this buffalo nickel, you can tell it was minted in 1913. In 1914, the design was changed so the mound the buffalo is standing on is flat. Since this coin has a raised mound, it's a foolproof way to identify the year. So there's the amazing house that I just finished up hunting. This front lawn right here. It's in more of a rural area, but it definitely had been detected before. It was mostly just faint, low conductive signals. So I'm just going to do a brief wrap up right here to show what I found. I found that suspender buckle. I found one wheat penny. Didn't get to clean that up to see the date on that yet. I found the buffalo. Not sure if there's a date on that one. Looks like there might be. So I was happy to pick that up, and just this little button. So that's all the good stuff. Everything else was trash. I did get 2 really old rivets that are probably from the 1800s. So I'll hang on to those and take another look at them later. But the house was built in 1900, right on the button. And they own a barn in behind the house that they said I could look around too. I had just asked them after hunting the front. So, probably won't find much back there, but I'll give it 10-15 minutes since I'm here. And if I find anything else, turn the camera on. Alrighty, so I am in behind the 1900 house now. I had showed the homeowner my finds and asked her if I could poke around in the back for a little bit by the old barns here. And whoever had metal detected the front yard before, I doubt that they came back here because it's just signals everywhere. But it's, I've been back here 20 minutes, it's all farm junk. Big pieces of melted metal. Rivets, all that kind of stuff. Just wanted to show a little bit of this in here. Gotta be some relics down here. There's some stuff up there. See if we can get up a little higher, take a look, see what it is. Yeah, there's definitely quite a few things up there. I see some jars. I'm gonna have to ask, I'm assuming they're gonna just let this cave in or tear down. It's in pretty bad shape. It's completely caved in. Well, not completely, but yeah, it's falling apart. So I don't know if they're gonna let this just fall apart on its own or what. But I'd love to see what some of those boxes are up there. Probably hardly any safe way to get up there though. Just have to knock the barn down and get it out. Let's check this out. Yeah, that's why metal detecting around barns is not easy. You have all this tin and stuff. There's a couple doors. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Look at all that old brick. I might be able to eyeball something back here. But that's a look at the old barns. I'll swing around here for about another 10 minutes. I gotta get going. This was just a stop on the way home from my trip. And an amazing trip it was. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing for more adventures. And remember, you're standing on treasure. You just have to dig it up. Shh, don't tell anyone. I got a souvenir from the hotel room.